on? Oh wait, okay.
Yeah, there's two states. There's no audio, and now there is audio. So, hello everybody.
Hello.
Welcome
Hello.
to the pre-show until David hits record on his end.
Oh, you want me to
We
record?
got an intro again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I need you to do a single track recording so we have a backup.
User in your
Okay,
channel
done.
started recording.
Hey! Hello everybody. Welcome to Rant On. We are back again, as promised. It is Cinco de Mayo. Todd is getting drunk. Tonight, I've got... so is Nick. You'll know how drunk Nick is gonna be. He's promised to be saucy, so...
Oh, I thought he was already saucy.
Maybe he'll be double saucy. Who knows? Tonight,
Dule saucy.
I've got with me David and Drew.
Hello.
Hello.
Jim is waiting in the wings. Because he was streaming earlier and he's taking a little break.
He's taking a breaky break.
Nick will be on later. Todd again is drunk. Bless him, and hopefully his hangover isn't that bad. Tonight, I think we've got a few topics to discuss. And Drew,
Here.
would you like to begin, or would you like to do like a mid-show thing? Like, what would you prefer?
I mean, if I could we wait for some of the other guys that are part of it? Because it's just like
Perfectly
talking about
fine.
anime.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, I'll just say that I've been watching anime longer than you've been born, but that's okay. That's
Excuse me?
Shots fired.
How old do you think I am?
like your 20s still?
Nope.
Oh well. Actually, it still tracks.
David was born 3,000 years ago.
Hey, look, man, they haven't learned how to. Oh shit, I'm losing.
Losing
David,
in the podcast? No way.
yeah,
the
what
podcast.
game are you playing?
I'm ashamed to say.
No, you have to say it now.
No, I definitely don't.
Is it Galgun?
Galgun? Really?
Oh, hold on. Let me open Blizzard real quick.
Aw,
Hey.
damn
You've been watching anime.
Oh, he's playing StarCraft 2 co-op missions. This is okay, listen.
Yes.
Listen, I know you very well, and I can usually find you on one of the platforms. Either it's going to be Steam, which you were inactive on, Origin, inactive on, Ubisoft, inactive on, so that leaves Blizzard. And I was like, maybe he's playing the Overwatch 2 beta, which... Ooh. Actually,
Yeah.
let's start there, because I
Do
want...
we
I
have
have...
to? Because I
Oh,
want to start out angry.
I mean, we don't have to be angry about it, but
I don't understand the question.
what are you angry about? I guess is the question.
And try not to steal anything from Donkey.
Well, then I can't talk, so fuck you. Why would you put this limitation on me? Why would you do that? And then it's like, oh, you can't say any. Oh, this guy literally, the guy literally highlighted everything. Like, there's no, I can't say anything at that point. Overwatch 2 exists. There you go. I didn't steal that.
So I understand where, for those who don't know, Donkey pretty much said that it's not Overwatch 1.5.
Now you said 1. Is it 1.1?
It's
1.1.
1.1 is what
Yeah.
it is, because everybody's kind of making the
Actually-
joke that it's 1.5.
The best thing I heard today was Overwatch 2, aka could have been a patch.
So that's the thing. Is like, yeah, it definitely could have been a patch with the only things that I could think of are insanely different are the push game mode that they have with the robots,
Right.
you know, and then that it's 5v5 and not 6v6.
Which I don't like at all.
Well,
Like,
so that brings up a whole bunch of other things as well, because apparently they're limiting you to one tank now.
right.
Yes.
Which the guy said it best, and he's like, "Why the fuck is roll queue still a thing? Why is this terrible garbage system still a part of the experience?" And
Well, especially in a beta that's incredibly limited, even though they acted like it wouldn't be.
right.
Well, here's the thing. I will actually defend Roll Q. What do you primarily play as, Jeff?
Give me just a second. My wife just walked in. Please continue.
Okay, so
I mean, I
we
can
know-
answer it
Yeah.
because I actually do like the tank roles.
Okay, you like the tank rolls, right? But I'll tell you a little thing. When we first started playing as a team, all together,
Mhm.
many moons ago, everyone wanted to be DPS. Like literally, everyone was DPS. And then so like we would put the DPS, like some of our better shooters, like Todd, Jeff, they would stay DPS, and like me and Michael or Kevin, we would kind of roll off into other supporting roles because we couldn't be as effective as DPS. So
Yeah.
DPS is kind of considered, at least back then, especially before Roll Q, was considered like, and most people are like this, being a first person shooter. Hey, DPS, everyone wants to be DPS. So the reason was
Right.
there was no balanced games because this the whole thing about Overwatch is each character has to bring something to the team, and they all have a role in order to fully utilize that character and also win the game. You can't just solo it. It's just impossible to solo Overwatch by yourself. No one's gonna be able to move the team like that, at least in theory, with the balancing. Now, that being said, everyone wanted to be DPS. It was very unbalanced teams. It just didn't work very well, and a lot of people ended up losing the games, except for those teams that ended up, hey, we need some tanks, we need some healers. Everybody else can be DPS. It's great, and so I personally prefer the tank role. I love being a tank.
Yeah.
It's really fun to be a tank, especially when you're like the thing that basically keeps the whole team going. But that, again, it's one of those things where Blizzard was forced to bring about the team balance. And that's kind of where Roll Q evolved. And I actually appreciate that because as a tanker, I can not only just be better at tanking, but also I can get into matches a lot quicker because you have the tryhards or the one click wonders that are consistently being DPS. They can the 1,000 people can be in that one role. It forces people to be into a more balanced team, so you have a better time in theory.
So, did you get into the beta at all?
Overwatch 2, I got an invite. I never bothered with it, especially with all the bad reviews and stuff like that. I don't really have anybody to play Overwatch with because, political reasons. And
that's not political. That is just shitty company reasons.
Same thing.
I mean, it's getting it's not getting better, unfortunately, which is like it's one of those things where I was excited for it originally, and it's really
when they announced it back in like 99 or 2000.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool there. Because remember, this came out like in 2016.
Yeah, 2019 was when this shit was supposed to happen.
Right. So at that point, Jeff Kaplan was still on board and was like, all right. I mean, he made it work the first time. Like, why would this not work the second time? And then obviously everything happened with, sexual assault lawsuits and just general shitty culture and discrimination, all this stuff, right? Which is not apparently getting better, except, well, today they hired a vice president of culture to fix its culture.
Ooh.
Woo. Jessica Martinez is the first vice president head of culture. Her responsibilities include growing and implementing culture strategy, ensuring alignment across all teams and functions, and revamping learning and talent development programs. She comes from Disney.
Oh.
Another historically shitty culture.
I mean, good luck. I just don't know what else to say.
I was excited about the idea, and then like the Disney thing, it's like,
and then Disney. Right. And then Disney.
Okay, so maybe I'm just I don't. Here's my thing with this whole thing. Sexual assault's not okay. You know, sexism not okay. Let's get that off. Let's just make that very clear. You know, certain behaviors are not should never and should never be tolerated. Period.
Yeah, there's a reason why we as a group have voted not to play Overwatch publicly.
Right.
Which means that we're not supporting it publicly. And I keep emphasizing publicly because we will admit, yes, we have played it privately. Occasionally.
Not on stream.
Not on stream. Because it's kind of an ethical gray area for us to actively promote it. But the thing is we bought the game in 2016.
Yeah, way long before all this shit went down.
We are not investing any more money into the game. We're not investing any more money into Blizzard. I personally am not. I can't speak for the rest of the group, obviously. But that being said, it's one of those things where I enjoy the game, but I also have to, in the back of my mind, realistically say, is this something that I want to support moving forward? And first off, even barring everything that's happening at that company right now, I don't know how much Overwatch 2 is going to cost. Is it going to be a full $60? I think they'd be stupid to do that, considering looking at the beta as it stands right now, it's a reskin of Overwatch.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I don't even know if it's truly running a new engine, because it doesn't seem to be.
I know it had updated graphics on some things, but
yeah, but it's it's because I remember, if I remember correctly, the engine that built Overwatch was an offshoot of an engine they were using for a completely different project, which is like the Project Titan was back in the day. And because of that, they were very limited what they could do with that engine, and they would have had to have rebuilt something from scratch in order for it to be what it is now. But the fact that Overwatch players can play with Overwatch 2 players tells me it's the same engine.
My thing, though, is they've changed characters. Some of the characters have completely changed. So how is that going to affect the Overwatch 1 people? Like Arista
those are the same. It's crossplay.
Okay.
So as far as I understand it, and until something else comes out that says otherwise, as far as I understand it, Overwatch, the game, will continue to receive the same exact updates, reworks, new heroes, everything that Overwatch 2 is getting, except Overwatch 2 will have the co-op and story-based campaigns.
So, at most, this should be a $40 game.
I would say nice. $30.
No, yeah, I'm being nice saying 40.
Right.
I'm going to tell you it's probably going to be a full 60.
Man, they would shoot themselves in the foot so hard.
No, they won't. No, they wouldn't.
I mean, but why wouldn't they? It's essentially...
Okay, hold on. So what do you know about StarCraft 2? The game I was just playing. What do you know about it?
What do you mean?
Apparently aren't good at it.
First off, rude. You're not wrong, but rude.
Okay, if you're talking about... Let's start with the development history. It was announced as one game. Then they decided, because the development was taking so long, that they were going to release it in multiple games. So each class, I guess, is that the right term? Class? Or race is a separate campaign that tells the whole story, right? And they charged $60 for each of those.
Correct.
So I see kind of what you're saying, but at the same time,
Overwatch has a league.
Okay.
StarCraft has a league. StarCraft Brood War is still getting played, a 30-year-old game or 20-year-old game, whatever. How many decades it's been around?
But how much? Okay. Here's the problem with that.
People are still sinking money into those games that are $60 a piece.
Brood War is not the foundation, though, of StarCraft 2.
No, it's not. What I'm saying, though, here's the thing. There's a thing. Blizzard can charge whatever the hell they want because people will buy it.
I mean, 100%, dude. What I'm trying to say, though, is ethically, what would be a fair price for that game?
60.
No.
Okay, so
Yes, absolutely. Because two things. One, you have to think about the fact that they these companies have to recoup all the losses they've lost from not being able to develop these games over the last couple of years. They're at least a minimum of 2 years later than where they should be. Any company at this point. You know, because and I think that's a fair evaluation for any of these games. For the last 2 years, a lot of these games either got released way too early or were half baked because, you know, a lot of people were trying to adjust to the new workflow that we are currently in at this point in time. That's the thing. You know, these games, these companies, they're for-profit companies. They make money. They have investors that they have to pay back.
David, that's any company.
Yeah.
I'm confused about the fact that you said that because they have a league that they're going to be doing this for their money. I mean, let's look at Valorant. That's a free game. They have a league. I'm not paying $60 to play the game. League of Legends. That's another one with a huge following in League.
Right, but
that's another free game.
Who pays for that league, though?
Sponsorships.
The sponsorships,
right,
yeah.
Right. There's a lot of advertising and stuff like that. It's a different alternative way of
No. Same thing with Overwatch League. I would go to the Overwatch League website.
Uh-huh.
And then you tell me how many sponsors are on there. And let's scroll down to the bottom here.
Why don't you tell me?
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna click on shit.
I'm not gonna.
This is your point. This is your point, sir. My point is that they can charge whatever they want because there's.
Hold on. It was sponsored. Before all of this shit happened, and every single corporation backed out. Because Overwatch League had Coca-Cola, Kellogg's, State Farm, T-Mobile, HEB. Yep. Right. They had a ton of sponsors. And then all of a sudden they backed out because of,
because of all that bullshit.
Right.
I mean, so the company did some dumb shit.
So to say that it was paying for the league,
I'm not saying it's paying for the league, but
I know, but it doesn't hold water, in my opinion. Like,
no.
I agree.
What I mean by the league, they have leagues and stuff like that. Is they're so popular. These games are so popular that they generate money. People are going to want to be on this. I mean, come on. Who
are you going to pay $60?
I would pay. Honestly, I never really was that big into Overwatch without you, without the guys here.
Okay.
I mean, you bought me the game because I just wasn't that interested in it.
I know, but would you pay $60 for Overwatch 2 today?
Honestly, at this point, no. Only because, again, my point stands. If no one else is really that interested in playing the game, I'm not interested in investing in the game because it's a waste of time and money for me at this current point in my life. Now, if you were to ask me this 5-10 years ago, when I was really big into first-person shooters and I played by myself constantly.
Phrasing.
We're not going into that rabbit hole.
Woohoo! Anyways, playing with myself. Playing by myself. Absolutely I would have paid the $60 because two things. One, Blizzard. Two, Blizzard. Three, Blizzard.
Okay.
I mean, they could do no wrong at that point in time. Now with all this stuff like that, it's for me personally, no. Well, I wouldn't pay the $60. I, however, understand 100% that they probably will. And they will get every last person to pay for that game.
I seriously doubt, okay. With everything that's been going on with them, for them to come out and say, "Hey, this is going to be a $60 game,"
that'd be a slap in the face.
That would literally that would probably end Overwatch. If
you think so?
I mean, realistically speaking, I understand that you can. What's the incentive for me to pay $60 when I'm going to be real honest with you, I don't really care about the campaign that much.
There would be none.
As far as you know, you don't care.
No, I don't care because someone else made a very good point. When the very first game came out, they were like these really sick trailers that had like really cool lore, and you were like, "That is really awesome." And those were drip fed over the course of 6 months.
Oh, years.
And then a year. And then all of a sudden, these big sweeping things that are supposed to be happening took 4 to 5 years, and they're still not resolved. I still don't give a fuck about Doomfist. I cared about Doomfist.
Racist.
I cared about Doomfist before Doomfist came into the scene. And then I read his comic and I was like, oh man, this is setting up some really cool shit. That still has not been resolved. And it is 2022.
So you liked Doomfist when he was Ermac
When he was still
Macro.
When he was
I
new,
liked
is what he's
I
saying.
liked Doomfist when he was relevant to the story at that time. But now I could not tell you. Sojourn, the new character in this. Did you know that she was actually introduced in the very first trailer for Overwatch? When Winston activated Overwatch, her name lit up on the screen.
So the character's name was introduced.
2016 is when Overwatch was
2016.
launched. In canon and in lore, 2016 is when Winston reactivated Overwatch.
And it's taken 6 years.
It's taken 6 years for Sojourn to pop up after deactivation. So I'm just
What the hell has she been doing all this time?
exactly what the hell has Blizzard been doing all this time? It's like
Fighting off lawsuits. Come on,
it's
man.
it's literally no. I mean, we're talking pre-lawsuit at this point, right? But like, it's like someone they started making a game. Then they started making these heroes, and then someone's like, we need some backstory because we're Blizzard and we do backstory.
I mean,
And they started well.
What? Shut your mouth.
I mean, what's
Nate-
the story? What's the story? No, I'm not going to say it. I don't want you to tell me the story of Diablo. That's going to take too long.
Oh, dude, no,
It sucks.
No, fuck off. First off, fuck off. Secondly, fuck off. Thirdly, can you guess? No, I'm kidding.
StarCraft is like the best case scenario of their
Do you mean
lore, and they just
Do you mean Warhammer?
Warhammer.
Warhammer's not Blizzard.
Warhammer's not Blizzard.
I'm just
Stone
that.
Bank.
That's the joke.
That was a shitty.
right.
Oh.
Boo.
Oh.
I mean, Warhammer 40K has, I think, the
don't you-
best.
No, they got a
They have
fantastic amount
amazing
of
lore. If you don't agree, it's because you're not familiar with it.
No, I absolutely agree. I just think it's a bit of an unfair comparison.
because of the years it's been out.
Not just the years, but the insane amount of, like, not just only fanship, like, game-wise, they've had, God, I don't even want to, like, what, about 15, 20 releases?
I mean, they've
Well,
had more than that. Like,
so
like
hold on.
monumentally more than
Games Workshop. Okay,
that. Yeah,
let's
Games
just.
Workshop, not.
No, and I'm not just talking about tabletop games. I'm talking about video.
No. I understand. Just give me a second. I'm looking up Games Workshop.
I mean, just the novels
profits.
themselves. The Horus Heresy
Yeah.
is, I think, almost close to 60 books.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fully fledged universe. Now, to be fair, I mean, for an IP like StarCraft, it's relatively big. You know, they got novels, they got board games, they got
Alright,
just
so here-
everything you can think of.
here's
Tabletop.
Here's
They have
to
tabletop.
put this into comparison. Games Workshop, which arguably has shit tons of more lore than Blizzard. I'm just gonna throw that out here. I mean, like barring World of Warcraft, right? But I don't really know if I consider that lore because it's not like cohesive stories. It's more like side quests and stuff.
Yeah.
Goddamn, World of Warcraft people are coming in the chat and be like, "You fucking are wrong."
Yeah, we're gonna die.
It's the fucking horde. I don't give a shit. Anyways, 353 million
How dare you say that about the Alliance?
I think all
Okay.
the World of Warcraft people are now playing Final Fantasy 14.
353.
Which has more lore. Final Fantasy 14, just that game has more lore than anything Blizzard has done.
I've never even heard of Final Fantasy 14.
That's a lie.
That's just not even true.
All right, 353 million for Games Workshop, 5.8 billion for Blizzard.
Again,
You have one company. No, I'm. This is why I'm saying it's matter. It's because one company with the amount of resources that they did has more fucking lore than another company that just shits money.
Yeah.
At this point. So, Blizzard,
Yeah.
fix your shit. Also, fix your lore, and make me care about Overwatch 2.
I'll give you. Yeah, Overwatch 2. Why do I care?
Make me care about it. Moving on.
Fortnite for slightly older people.
Oh, Jim, don't do this to me,
Bro.
Jim, I love you dearly. Don't do this to me. All right. So
Trolling ass.
speaking of things that are also controversial,
Diablo 4.
No, I hosted in 2019 at my house. Many of you were here. I don't think Andrew was there at that point. I didn't know Andrew that well at that point.
Did you even know
The Game of Thrones finale. And by God, was it a bummer. The spin-off. House.
Of course you did.
off.
Yeah.
You anger me, Jim.
Jim, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me?
It was fine. Let me rephrase that. It was fine. It was inoffensive.
It was inoffensive. Oh,
It was
man.
inoffensive.
It doesn't proceed too much on itself.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the laziest.
Bullshit. What the hell?
It was the laziest series finale in terms of writing. And I say writing.
Yes.
No. You don't understand. Okay, look, Jim. The fact that we are sitting here yelling at you.
Like,
How many years later?
Like-
years later.
I will give 100% credit. The production of that season, the visuals, the acting, everything, but the fucking writing was astounding. They for God's sake, they rebuilt King's Landing just in real life, like the actual houses, just because they're like, we're gonna have to. Oh, I mean, spoilers if you haven't fucking watched the last season of Game of Thrones. Daenerys Targaryen fucking destroys the entire town. Just because all of a sudden she's like, now I'm evil.
I mean, if he fucked your nephew, you'd be pretty fucked up too.
That's neither here nor there. I mean, but anyways. Yes, Andrew?
Because I thought, I might be remembering this incorrectly. I thought it was because that they figured it out way after.
No,
You know.
it was. Oh, jeez. There's so much. Listen, she started to go crazy, or allegedly she started to go crazy randomly at the beginning of this season because she thought that everyone had it out for her. And
basically, she was going down the same path as
her dad,
the Matt Targaryen. Yeah,
she just snapped. Now, the problem I have as a whole with that tonally from a series perspective is in the last season, she was great, no problems. She was rational, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden, in the last season, all of a sudden, she just went crazy. She was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. Everyone's gunning for me. And she dies.
How did she die, Jeffrey?
She got stabbed by her former lover and or nephew. I mean, it basically what happens...
What are you doing, nephew?
It basically what happens is
Wait,
that
what kind of stabbing?
well, it led into the fact that also like it was revealed that he would have technically been king, which would have
he had a better claim.
right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Did David Benioff write for the whole series?
Yeah, he's one of the
call him?
creators.
I knew that, but I thought for some reason.
Him and DB Weiss.
Okay, I thought for some reason he left at some point.
No.
But okay.
No, he was
He
there.
should have. He should have.
Oh, he's an amazing writer. That's
Well,
why.
no, absolutely. Like
He
I
wrote.
said, he should have.
Let me rephrase that. He wrote. So, his books. He has 2 books that are made. He wrote The 25th Hour, which they made into a Edward Norton movie, and then he wrote a book in 2008 called City of Thieves. That is in my top 10 books of all time. He's a very good writer.
Yeah, so he was the showrunner through the entire. He was a co-showrunner with DB Weiss or Weiss, however you want to say that. So, and then they were supposed to do a new Star Wars trilogy, and then that fell apart. And I honestly don't know. I haven't really bothered to look at what they're doing now. The 3-body problem, which is
The 3-body problem, and then something called the Overstory.
which is in and of itself apparently controversial because it's there's things with that I don't really want to get into. The House of Dragons trailer dropped today. The actual like trailer. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, this is actually a prequel that's set, I want to say 1,000 years before Game of Thrones.
Because it's during the Mad King stuff, isn't it?
No, way before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's Viserys Targaryen, who I have to look and see exactly where. But basically,
I think it may have been like during the first reign of the Targaryens, like the very first, the ruling cast of the Targaryens.
no, he's the 5th king of the Targaryen dynasty.
Ah,
So it's like, it's 50 years before. I have to double check the actual timeline, so maybe 1,000 years isn't correct. But basically, it's a prequel, and I have to say I was a little like against it at first. The very first teaser I watched, because I was like, "Come on, guys." He did so badly with the end of like Game of Thrones. And this looks pretty good to me. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm hoping against hope, but like it looks pretty good. It's a mini series. I believe it's 6 episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
it's also got HBO money, so that also helps.
I'm sorry. It is set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones. Thank you, IMDb. I appreciate that.
So arguably probably 3 generations before Daenerys.
Yeah, but
2 to 3.
it's interesting because like the sets are for the most part the same.
Right, of course.
But like the Iron Throne, for instance, is not just the little throne with swords going up. It's that plus there's thousands of other swords that are like melted off to the side. Because that's how it was originally designed in the book.
Okay, so it's going to be more true to the lore, I guess.
Kind of. I think they have an opportunity to, work with George Railroad Martin, as Todd likes to say.
George Railroad. Love it.
And I don't know. It looks interesting. It's got a pretty decent cast. Maybe Matt Smith will finally be able to have something besides Doctor Who that he's been recognized in. Because
He's in that?
Yeah, he's actually playing one of the Targaryens.
Ah, okay.
If you look at some of the photos, the wigs are questionable. That's the only thing I don't like so far about it. But
The
everything
only
else, yeah, everything else looks pretty cool. It's got lots of dragons in it. Spoilers. The dragons were all pretty much alive back then. And it just looks like a pretty good show so far. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell.
I'm amazed that Matt Smith can go from Doctor Who to mounting up for Morbius, and then coming down here to House of Dragon.
So the only like, it's strange with him because like they keep casting him in such like big movies, and then for whatever reason like that movie just does really terribly, and I don't think it's him.
Sure?
I mean, obviously I could be wrong.
Bad taste. Maybe he just has bad taste in movies.
Or
Well,
maybe the check is big enough.
because he was in Terminator Genesis.
Ugh, trash.
He was in Morbius.
That's a bad movie.
He was in what?
He was in Morbius.
Yeah, trash. Okay.
But he also did stuff like The Crown, and he also did Last Night in Soho. Great movie. If you haven't had a chance to see it.
Oh, here's the thing though. What he was in Genesis?
Yeah, he was like the robot dude who like sent. Man, I don't even fucking remember that movie. It was terrible. don't remind me of that movie. He was the dude
Amelia Clark as well.
that like
Oh yeah.
Ugh, I hated
made John. I can't even fucking believe I'm saying this. He's the one that made John Connor the like new robot or whatever, or some bullshit like that. Because he came from the future.
He was Skynet.
Yeah, but like digital Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, he was digital Skynet.
Yeah, terrible. You know what's sad is that actually has a higher rating than Terminator Dark Fate, which is the newest one with that actually brought back.
And you know what even makes me more annoyed by
Linda
that?
Hamilton.
I actually like Dark Fate.
There was a new
Yeah, 2019.
Terminator movie?
It brought back Linda Hamilton as Sarah
so
Connor.
Dark Fate essentially rebooted the whole thing. So
And she looks so old.
because
like-
she is old.
Because she is old, I
do
know.
remember this. And I do remember this.
Yeah, basically with that one, they're like, hey, you know what? We John Connor died because he's an annoying little brat, and I'm gonna kill all Terminators now because I'm angry at the world. And the
Edward
new John
Furlong
Connor got
isn't in these
created.
movies, right?
Who?
Yeah, he totally was. He was in the very
he
beginning.
was?
He was in the very beginning of this movie, and he was killed
They
like
got
5
him
minutes
sober
into
enough to be able to.
No,
Yeah.
no, they
it. Totally.
no.
By
They
by
used
sober, if you mean. No, he was in this movie, dude. Like, if I remember correctly, he was actually in the movie.
We're talking about
The
Dark
original, like the kid
No,
John
they
Connor, right?
use digital thingies to make him look like he was there.
But
yeah,
he
he's
was.
not in the cast.
No, he is in the cast as John Connor reference. So he was on the set. He was on the set.
No. You saying he never got any older? He just stayed the same age.
No.
just as
What
short.
what does reference mean to you?
Reference means they use old ass.
No. It's just like Mark Hamill being on the set of Boba Fett and Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian one pissed me off. I'm so.
It's
happy.
literally he did the performance. He was there. Then they either de-aged him or they put a model directly on top of him.
Yeah, they probably put a model on top of him.
I mean,
What's Edward Furlong been doing? Oh, he's got 3 movies.
Yeah,
nothing.
he's got some stuff coming up.
He's got some stuff. All right.
Edward
Charlie's Horse,
Furlong.
The Endless Whispers.
I mean, his 2 best movies. We know what those are, right?
American History X and Terminator
Correct.
2, right?
No,
And which one?
I don't know.
Terminator
man.
2.
No, there's a movie I like more than Terminator 2.
Is it Detroit
Oh,
Rock City?
It was
I was gonna
100%
say,
Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, that was literally
And
what
I
I was
do
about to say.
Kiss.
That's the thing. I hate Kiss, and I love that movie.
I've never heard of that movie before.
It's a movie about like these like 4. Is it 3 or 4? Like 3 or 4
Four.
Kiss fanatics trying to get to Detroit to go see Kiss live, and all these shenanigans happens. It's a
So-
fucking awesome movie.
It's great.
So, do they actually get to see Kiss?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
They do.
Think like road trip, but to see Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh
It came
man,
out in 1999.
Think Kiss and Superbad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, road trip.
Road
and
Trip and
Superbad.
Superbad.
Yeah.
Just
This-
like Kiss.
this
Hey,
just looks
Natasha
so
Lyonne?
bad.
Natasha Lyonne is in it. Lin Shaye, the grandmother of horror, is in it.
I just all I remember is the line disco blows dogs
Oh, it's for quarters,
quarters.
man. and everyone thought that was Jason Mewes, and that was not Jason Mewes.
Nope.
Andy
Good
Dick
God.
attended the fucking premiere of this movie.
Not shot.
That's
Not
Look, it was
shot.
1999.
all you need to see.
He
Oh,
was still mostly
Ron
sober.
Jeremy was in this movie.
Yeah, he was. He's
Wow.
he's like a radio DJ.
I think he was meant to be like Howard Stern.
Isn't he in prison now or something like that? I can't.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so. Or
I
he's
believe
going to
that's
prison, one of
correct.
the two.
It is.
Yeah, I went to, this was several years ago, like over 10 years ago now. I went to a theater. It was River Oaks Theater, the legendary River Oaks Theater.
Oh,
And they did a double screening of Detroit Rock City and Airheads.
Oh, I was
Nice.
gonna say, I hope it's Airheads.
Yeah.
Nice. That's great.
Oh, what a double feature.
Mm-hmm.
dude, he
Uh,
looks so old.
Edward Furlong?
No, Ron Jeremy. I just sent it in the side.
Oh yeah, that's what heroin does to you.
I mean,
Not
he's
even once, kids.
he's jail.
Also,
he's in
probably-
jail. He's going to undergo psychiatric evaluation to determine competency after he allegedly failed to recognize his lawyer. That was in March.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have that many VDs working together to destroy your body.
I mean, that's just nuts.
I mean,
dude.
you have to, if you're in that industry, man, you got to test fairly regular. And
Yeah.
he was popping up in movies like recently.
I don't want to look for it, but I feel
Enjoy.
like
I know you will.
Google all
I
the
won't.
movies.
I 100% won't. Let's see. Hold on. Is there a Google search for Ron Jeremy? Wikipedia. Let me go to Wikipedia first, and then look for him. Wikipedia.
Safe searching motherfucker.
Hell yeah!
Ron Jeremy's dick just.
I don't want to see Ron Jeremy's dick.
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
It's pretty good dick.
wow. You know what? I don't think I want to remember it. Chat.
2018 was his last movie, apparently.
Thoughts
I mean,
on
that's
Ron
not that long
Jeremy?
It was 4 years ago. Yeah, you're right. It's not that long ago. Hold on. 4 years ago, the dude is currently 60. He was 65 in his last Bourne movie. What the hell?
My dad is 68, and Ron Jeremy looks 20 years older than my dad.
I was gonna say, where are you going with this?
Yeah, I was about to say he's
As far
like,
as I know, my dad has not been in a porno.
Where are you going with this?
hey, it's 2022. You know,
oh,
inflation's nuts. I mean,
So we
we're
need to
not-
know about
we're
his
definitely-
dad's inflated nuts.
We definitely don't need. We definitely are not defending Ron Jeremy. So I appreciate you.
No.
I wanted to make sure that was clear before.
No, all I know is I was about to hear something about Jim's dad still fucking. So
Yeah, that's how I was
I
gonna
was
say.
like, I don't
I
listen.
fully think my parents are swingers. So
I mean, that's cool. I guess you know, let them live their life.
yep.
I
that's
just,
what I said.
I just personally don't need to know about it.
Dude, let me ask you this: if you found out that your parents were swingers, would that not like be fascinating to you?
So
Um,
I'm gonna listen.
You wouldn't be like,
It's
good
not-
for them.
It's not. It is an impossibility. Let me just put that out there.
I mean, look, Stephen Hawking's
Stephen Hawking
was being dragged to all black brothels late in his life to have sex with them. Anything is
Dragged?
possible. Oh, yeah.
Dragged?
I mean, how would you say it? Rolled?
He just. I've got so many things to say, and I just don't know how to
By
articulate
the way, if you
them.
don't know this, children, Stephen Hawking loved black prostitutes.
I
That is a fact.
I actually did not know that.
Yep.
I
I
didn't
knew
realize that.
I knew he was like a serial like cheater. on his like, his
which is fascinating. I'm so like I love the movie The Theory of Everything, but I need a whole movie about him just being like a womanizing piece of shit. But as later day Stephen
and
Hawking.
black prostitutes.
The Theory of Everything to Electric Boogaloo, right?
what is Stephen Hawking's most famous theory?
Black holes.
Something.
All right.
Woo! Oh man,
I'm crying.
we're an hour into the podcast, and that's what we've got. What a deal!
The name of the episode is Black Holes Confirmed.
And we are canceled.
I mean, the only one who can cancel us is us. So I mean,
yeah.
Our producer isn't even here tonight, so he can't even rate us in.
He knew better. He was like,
Rant On late night edition.
Are we talking about? Are we talking about John Jeremy into his 60s? Jim's parents' swinging life.
Wait, did you say John? Did you say John Mayer? Is it John Mayer somehow get involved in this?
No, I said Ron Jeremy. Where the hell did you get?
Oh God, I don't know. Maybe I was just hearing things, but seriously, John Mayer, if you're listening, I don't care. Whatever.
John Mayer, if you're listening, your fucking music sucks, dude.
Stop. That's what
The
we
best
want
thing
you
you
to know.
ever did was the Chappelle Show sketch.
Listen, so my mind jumped from John Mayer to James Blunt, and it was just "You're beautiful." That's all I was hearing in my brain now.
Is he still famous?
I
Maybe
mean,
in the UK.
famous is a relative
UK.
term. Actually, if you watch an interview with him, he
He's a weirdo.
he has the most high pitched voice, which is completely natural. You listen to his music, you're like,
He's 48
okay.
years old.
yeah, he seems some shit.
I guess that just seems weird to me.
He was in a
You'd think he was younger.
he was in
right?
a war.
Yeah.
He was in a war
His
too.
last album, he has, he's got a respectable discography. His last album came out in 2019.
He was in the Kosovo War in 1989.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I remember that.
Yeah, man.
He's opened for Elton John, Jason Mraz.
He
Sheryl
was
Crow?
actually so he was active as of 2002, or rather, that was his last year of service. And he became a captain. So things you did not know.
No. That song was everywhere. Even I knew that song.
I mean, that time frame of my life is when I would wake up in the morning. I used to have to get on the school bus about 5:30 in the morning because I was the very first one. That time you could turn on MTV and shocker, they would play music videos at that time
Early in the mornings, yeah.
in the morning. So I would just watch as many as I could. I'd pick what I liked, and then I would just download it to my MP3 player.
Your musical taste makes a little more sense now.
Um,
You can describe your musical taste as 5 a.m. MTV.
well, no, because it was quite diverse. It was System of a Down, and then it would go to Fall Out Boy, and then it would go to My Chemical Romance, and it just bounced. Foo Fighters was on there. It just would be anything. Yeah, unfortunately. That fucking Photograph song. I think that was the music video that always played.
I keep forgetting that you're younger than I am because I'm like, when did that? I feel like I was way out of high school when that song came out. But yeah, but you were.
You probably were.
Yeah.
The Killers would have. I think it was their second album by that point.
One of the best arena tours I've ever been to.
Killers?
Oh,
Yeah.
also, goddamn, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Saw them at a small club called the Engine Room.
Did Jared Leto put his hand on you and bless you?
He didn't. He had, though, his hair was really short. And he had, like, painted his face so that, like, there was just a black ring around his face. It was very strange.
I mean,
That's
that's par for the course for Jared Leto. Let's just be honest.
It was right, like, before The Kill came out.
All right.
And then they became very famous.
Jared Leto.
He's a handsome man.
Still mounting up. Mounting
a
up for
handsome
Morbius,
man.
everybody. Let's go.
So
Oh yeah.
I am going to be finishing Moon Knight this week. I have not watched the last episode yet. Doctor Strange is coming out today, I think.
The only Marvel movie I give a shit about.
It's out. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence with Doctor Strange, but I do want to see Thor.
Thor. Okay. Let's take a step back here. I think I was going to talk about this. I think I'm leading into this.
You think you are? You think you are?
Well, yeah, because I think I mentioned this last night that I was going to talk about this. So Moon Knight, I probably have said this several times by this point. Moon Knight is a great show. If you haven't watched it yet, I really encourage you to, especially if you, like me, and this is going to sound like a doctor's commercial, are suffering from what I like to call MCU burnout.
Fatigue?
Because
I love how y'all all caught up with me.
I mean, it took a while, but eventually, like, I watched WandaVision. I loved WandaVision.
I liked one.
I couldn't even stomach WandaVision. I was so
Loki was so good. It was a great series. I refused to watch Hawkeye, and I think that's where I started to fall off. Internals I didn't watch because that's 3.5 hours. It feels like it's realistically 3 hours, but still it's too long. And what's the latest Marvel film? I watched Spider-Man because that doesn't really feel like an MCU movie, and it technically isn't, but now it technically is. Also, it's Spider-Man. Like, it's kind of hard not to like it. I have read the entire plot of Doctor Strange already. Don't ask me why. Because
you like spoilers?
No, it's because I've read tons of reviews. People are like, "Oh, this is kind of not great, maybe not so good," and I knew that I made a decision I wasn't going to go see it in theaters. And when I made that decision, I said, "This is anything that's in this movie is going to get spoiled by the time I watch it when it comes on digital." So I said, "Fuck it! I'm going to get this out of the way." I read the entire plot line. I can't say that I'm shocked at stuff that happens in there. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil it for you all tonight because that would be
Can I ask one question?
Yes, as long as I can cagely answer if it's truly a spoiler.
You can. Early on, and this is what made me like give a shit about any Marvel movie. Somebody had told me that this movie almost has like a horror type atmosphere. Is that true?
In the vein that Sam, I mispronounce his name all the time, Raimi, has done several horror movies.
Well, yes, he's one of the best.
Right. I will say that is partially his DNA is in this movie, and that is all I can say.
Okay. I mean, Sam Raimi also directed, I believe, the first two the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
He directed all three.
All three. Okay. And we can make all the jokes about the third one being a horror movie, but
right.
there's
but
no
I would say
element.
tonally, even if you watch the trailers, there's some bizarre shit that happens in this movie.
I love the trailer. The trailer.
There's some bizarre shit that happens. There's definitely some bizarre shit that happens in the actual movie. I would say it errs on the side of being dark, but not dark like the Batman, because that was like on a whole nother level.
Broody level.
It was just someone forgot to turn off the rain. So Moon Knight is not, to me, a Marvel property. Is it connected
So-
to the MCU? Yes. Now, forgive me because I haven't watched the last episode, so unless they like tease some other connection in this, and I'm sure they probably will, knowing Marvel, it has not felt connected to the MCU. I don't recall them saying anything about the snap. I don't recall them doing anything that's like, oh, Iron Man or Spider-Man. They haven't mentioned any other Marvel
I can clear
characters.
this up.
Okay.
I can clear it up. So Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke both have been quoted saying that what drew them to doing Moon Knight, the sheer fact that it's not connected. However,
Good for them.
there are little references, like background references, in the actual show. So, there's some company, I forget what it is, GRC or something like that, that was put together after the snap happened to have families help reach out to each other. That is the only thing I saw throughout the entire series that references any past with the Marvel Cinematic.
Interesting.
Oh. Let me see. But other than that, yeah, like, because I finished all of Moon Knight, and yeah, Moon Knight, again, super biased because really enjoy the hero, and the idea of the multiple personalities. It definitely does it well and caps it off real well. And if anybody knows the history of and all the personalities that live within Mark Spector's head, then you'll be like, holy crap, this is really great.
Yeah. That's one thing I really enjoyed about the entire series as a whole so far. It's not connected. I have actually enjoyed listening to like just the like Egyptian history. That's been really cool. It was interesting just to watch as a whole. So that being said, that's why I haven't been like super jazzed about Doctor Strange. Because you can already tell. In fact, this is the perfect thing. Sam Raimi, when he was directing this is not a spoiler. He had not watched WandaVision at all before this was shot. So he had to be told, he's like, this is how this leads into this. Because spoiler, kind of, I mean, it's in the trailers, Wanda shows up. In what capacity she shows up, I don't know. Or rather, I do know, but I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say, you read the thing.
I'm not in what capacity. I'm not gonna obviously spoil here. But I will say, if you are interested in seeing the film, I definitely want to hear your reactions to it. Don't watch the latest trailer before seeing the movie itself. There's some cameos in there that will shock you to a certain degree. Or maybe not so shock you to a certain degree. It was kind of alluded to in the earlier trailer as well, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was kind of the best kept secret, I guess. They gave it away pretty early on within the first trailer.
That was one best kept secret.
Okay, so there's more.
There is more.
Okay.
And as far as like the wider implications going down the line, because again, it's in the title, it's the multiverse of madness. So what happens in this movie necessarily doesn't mean that it's going to carry forward to more mainstream tentpole releases. It may just be contained in this because it could be technically considered a multiverse. So take that, information how you will.
Cool. So we're gonna see Calendar Man and
Condiment King.
Kite Man or whatever the fuck his name was.
Kite Man in the Harley Quinn show. Fantastic.
the
I
animated
think he's getting his own
So
show.
Yeah, I read that.
I think. It'll be interesting to see. So I'm getting close to wrapping up kind of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. The only other thing, the last time that we spoke, Andrew, is Nick. Does Nick need to be on here for this portion?
I don't think so. I think I got Jim with me. Jim is good too, especially for the sheer fact of like he's my new green baby boy here in the world of anime.
Oh my.
Well, it's not that I'm green. It's just that I've, for a very long time, had no desire to watch anything current or recent. And I am discovering that I was wrong, and that a lot of them do have the merit. Now, I still don't have any desire to watch Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer or any of those shows, but the ones that I have, the one that I've watched that Andrew recommended me, a couple of the other ones I have very much enjoyed.
Well, let's roll this back a little bit. Andrew, please tell us what this month is all about.
So last year, we were still pretty pushing Neat Trash pretty hard. And don't worry, that brand is not dead. We are still around, and we're trying to push back in this month of May with anime. Last year, Ed, who's on the Monday channels, the Monday, I said channels and then I said it, who's on the Monday show, he watched, holy crap, he watched a lot of anime in the month of May. Like so much that I was astounded that you could do so much, and then, so basically in that light, because I couldn't get, Ed to just watch more anime in a month and we'll talk about it, Nick had this great idea to kind of round robin Secret Santa recommendations to each other. So basically what we've done is we drew names from a hat, and I drew Jim. So basically I had to recommend him some animes, either one full 24 episode season of something or 12 episode season of something. So I personally gave him two of them that are pretty newer, that I know he's been enjoying this idea of cute girls doing cute things. And
hold on, no, that makes you sound like a weirdo.
What are you into, Jim?
This is anime, buddy. This is you got to say it just like this.
It's accurate though.
Yeah, it's moe.
I blame some of the games I've been playing on it.
So I have recommended him keep your hands off of Izokin and the first season of Zombieland Saga.
And I have challenged myself to watch the entire series of Zombieland Saga.
Yeah, that wasn't even the ask. And that's one thing I really am impressed with you guys about. Like, again, this was only one 24-episode season or 2 12s, right? So at max, you were only going to watch 24 episodes in 1 month. And pretty much everybody's like, okay, give me more. I know Todd even was like, give me another show to Nick earlier on our Slack channel, just because like everybody's so gung-ho about it. And I appreciate that about you guys.
Also, one thing I will say, though, is one thing we didn't want to do, and the reason why we are so gung-ho about this, we didn't want to recommend anything shitty to anybody. Like, I know I drew Nick, and I know kind of what Nick likes and does not like, and so I wasn't going to try and recommend him something like out of left field that he's going to be miserable slogging through. Like, I genuinely thought of Nick, and I thought about his taste, and was like, hey, this is what I want to recommend to Nick.
You don't know my fucking taste.
Oh, God.
Hey, Nick.
I've barely seen a titty. You don't know my fucking taste.
Oh, man.
Hey,
treating them nice.
Yeah, welcome, Nick, to the podcast. My friend, how gone are you right now?
Actually, not as gone as I thought I'd be.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Don't worry, I'm working my way to it.
Oh, you're doing a finishing round. Gotcha.
I have a single grape White Claw in my fridge. Do you want me to grab that?
Gross.
I discovered that I really
Great White
dig
Claw.
mojitos tonight.
You discovered what?
That I really like mojitos. I went out for a happy hour for work and tried a few mojitos, and I was like, "Fuck, this is really good."
Mojitos?
I seriously listen. For those who don't know me, I don't really drink that often, so I would say that my drinking range of things that I've tried is very limited.
Yes, it is.
So whenever someone's like, "Wow, I can't believe you've never tried a mojito before," yeah, tonight was the very first time I've tried a mojito, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
And when you tried that mojito, were you wearing a Tommy Bahama like Hawaiian shirt?
No, I was wearing my Beskar Imperial shirt from the Mandalorian show because it
that's
is
pretty much the
revenge.
same thing.
Because it's Revenge of the Fifth.
Oh,
See, it makes more sense. I get it, but it makes more sense for it to be tomorrow for it to be Revenge of the 6th.
oh.
Yeah, but that's an additional thing. I can't remember there's an additional thing.
Oh, looks like Ed's hopping in too.
Oh shit!
I mean, we lit the beacons. I can't fucking speak. I'm having a stroke.
Oh, you had a few too, huh?
It took 4 hours to kick in, but yeah.
Oh.
Does he need us to bring him in? Is that why he's just sitting out there?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I think he
User in
said.
your
I
channel
think he
is
was setting
recording.
up his mic.
Oh, I got him.
What?
Huh?
Hello?
Do we wanna go into what everybody has been assigned, or do we want to surprise that with like our own midway neat trash episode?
No. We could talk about
Okay.
what everyone has.
Yeah.
So I wanted to also bring up that we also have friend of the show joining us, Buster Bones. He's a VTuber. He is a wolf. He's also joined us in this. So talking about that, we didn't want to torture anybody. We didn't want to make things really bad.
That was bullshit.
Yeah.
Who's this we?
Yeah. But talking about him, he's got the first thing he got was all of it is Neon Genesis Evangelion, and that is a slog.
What?
Oh, I love Neon Genesis.
No, it's a slog.
You're just you just don't understand good anime.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Hang on, let me go and remove my article real
Oh,
quick. Sorry.
First off, I feel like I'm gonna have to act like the mediator here tonight.
That's like you going, Jim. You don't know anything about music.
You don't?
I don't.
David again was born 3,000 years ago, so he feels superior to everybody on everything.
David thinks real music is just the pan flute.
No,
Just
Jim.
the what?
Just
Jim,
a pan flute.
Jim, I got some tasty words for you too. You tend to be against anything mainstream.
Well, yeah,
I don't
That is
knows
not-
that.
It just happens. I don't like do it.
I
on
don't.
purpose.
I'm not saying. Well, I mean, I'm not suggesting you do.
I think at some point you do.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Are you sure?
At one point, he probably was trying to go against the mainstream, but he did it so much that now it's ingrained in his soul.
What
that
is-
is fairly accurate. I
What
would not
is-
argue with that.
What is the most mainstream anime that you would recommend to somebody?
I love Neon Genesis.
Have
I
you
love
seen
Hellsing.
Dragon Ball Z?
I love Dragon Ball Z. Like my favorite movie of all time is Pulp Fiction. You can't get much more mainstream than that.
It's I mean,
Marvel.
yeah, I would
I
say.
don't like, you know.
Disney movies.
Yeah.
Point made.
I was gonna say
Jim, thank you.
Pulp Fiction is. I'm not gonna. You know what? I think it's more of like a cult classic.
It's a cult classic that
I'll just throw that
everyone
out there.
is saying is like some of that. Jim, I know that you actually really do love it. You've been saying it for as long as I've known you. That's your favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it is becoming. It's like people who say their favorite movie is or their favorite animated movie is Nightmare Before Christmas. Like you already know the type of person.
I
That would
worked at
say
Hot
that.
Topic. I definitely know the type of person.
Exactly.
Jim
But,
fucking like shivered when you said that. He's like, oh, just like preventing
Has he
himself
had a
from
right
throwing
to
up.
said that thinking they're quirky or something. It's like, oh, it's against the mainstream. You might not have heard of it.
My favorite band of all time is Metallica. They're 2 steps away from Kiss at this point.
Yeah, but you only like Metallica because they're so hated and that you want to be against the mainstream.
This makes sense.
I mean, damn.
Jim is like, I can't fucking argue that.
Good logic.
All right.
Logic.
Show back on the
Logic is
road.
there.
Continue with the anime business.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I said that I gave Jim Zombieland Saga and Keep Your Hands Off Aizokin. So Zombieland Saga is a idol anime made up of reanimated corpses of dead girls. So and then go ahead.
I sent at I think it's at 1:30 in the morning. I sent an emoji of just a chef's kiss.
Yes. The music is very catchy.
Yes.
I just thought it would really fall into like something that would be in
Can I
his
ask a
wheelhouse.
question?
Yeah,
Are the death metal fanboys that are they in every episode?
just about.
The 2? Yes.
Keep Your Hands Off Aizokin. That's just one in the
I don't know
idea of
anything about that one yet.
So that one's in the vein of creativity. I was thinking like this is something that's like a love letter to. It's an anime about making anime, basically.
Okay.
And so it shows the struggles and also really goes in well visually of like how from storyboard to actually putting it all together and showing it off to people, how that can stress people out but excite you at the same time.
Cool. I'm excited. I haven't
Nick,
started that one.
Nick,
Before we go to Nick sent a message earlier that made me so happy.
I wanted to talk about this actually because I was looking at it at one of the ones that you recommended him, and I'm like, did you actually watch this?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm sure he watched it. I'm sure he watched it
Because I wouldn't have
and
recommended it.
He understood the assignment.
Go ahead, tell him what you gave him.
Go ahead. Nick,
No. Please, you do it because I need to make another drink.
So I gave Nick an anime called Happy Sugar Life. And the reason why I gave him Happy Sugar Life is because I know that. God damn it, Nick!
I'm moving him.
Okay.
Moved out of your town.
Because I know what Nick likes aesthetically, but I also know that while not as bad as I am, he tends to like shit that's a little bit more fucked up. And Happy Sugar Life blends that so well because it's basically, it looks like a cute girls doing cute things sort of anime, but the more it like, goes through the actual anime, it's fucked up.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Because the way I read about it, it sounded like.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It sounded like something that was basically pretty ecchi in a way.
So I just learned today that word.
Yeah. So basically, like it's very pervy.
It almost reminds me of an old '90s movie in a way called Single White Female.
So Alec McBeal?
No. You don't know what you're talking about. And it's just, just the desperation that like the one or like OG roommate of the two has to like, just to make sure that like things stay in her mind kosher
Oh, basically, like everything stays the way
Yes,
that her
that
perfect
she
life
perceives
is.
it the way that it should be. So it's very psychological. It's not gory. It's not jump scary or anything like that. It's just a slow burn psychological. Just dive into insanity.
Okay, all right, okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
Mhm.
Let's see. As far as the others go, because I know we're getting deep on time. I know we have Todd got to choose stuff for Ed, I believe, and
Mhm.
Ed got domestic girlfriend, which for those who don't know, that one is all about your wincest, is like what we like to call it.
Mhm.
The big phrase is it's not like we're related by blood.
Wait, does this come from the Winchester saga of Supernatural?
Oh,
um,
sweet innocent Jeff.
yeah.
No, I'm serious. Wincest. Do you know? Do you not know that?
No, so
Do
when
you know that?
Wincest,
What is the Winchester saga?
yeah, because I've never seen Supernatural.
Is it
Same.
from the Alabama
No,
Winchesters?
Winchester. It's the
No,
Shaun of the Dead.
Wincest. No.
Oh.
Supernatural. The show.
Oh, no, I never.
Wincest
No.
is basically
Wincest
them.
in
It's
Supernatural?
two brothers who they should be fucking each other. Is basically the premise of Wincest.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. That's right.
Actually, then yeah.
Then yeah, that's correct.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where Wincest comes from. That's why I was like, Supernatural, right? And your guys are like, no.
None of us watched Supernatural.
Yeah, never seen it.
We got a lot of echoing.
David.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Why is it that our audio production quality just like went through the floor?
Cinco de Mayo officially started for some of us.
Right.
Yeah, so Ed, so you were put in a position where you got, oh, are you still muted? Okay, well, he was put in a position
hear
where
you.
he got two animes. Domestic Girlfriend, and originally he got, God, what did you get? But I thought it was so much better.
Wodakoi?
Wodakoi, yes. You
Oh,
got
yeah,
Wodakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku. There's no dub of it, and that was another thing we were trying to respect. If somebody preferred dubs over subs, you wanted to make sure you recommended something that was a dub. You know, so you got to get an opportunity to switch it out with Tony Kawa, which this is an anime about a boy who meets a girl, gets hit by a bus, she saves his life, and now he's indebted to her and wants to marry her.
Truck Coon does it again.
Yeah, Truck Coon, better than plentyoffish.com or whatever. I don't know, dating websites.
Tinder?
So, but yeah, better than Tinder. Thank you. So you got that one after that. Have you looked at either of those two?
I haven't yet. I told Nick I'm just gonna make a day of it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just because I've been really tired from work.
I got you.
So
So
I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it off and then just bang it out in a day.
Are you going to basically keep it how you originally had it, or are you going back to Tonikawa?
No, I'm gonna do the second one because
Okay.
again, dubs, not subs.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I didn't even say Nick got Happy Sugar Life and Puella Magi Modica Magica.
Yes.
Him.
I really went to the well for some of these. Now, to be fair, I've only watched like half of that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I've heard of the Madoka Magica, and yeah, that's going to get a little blue, I believe.
Yes.
But it's just the Happy Sugar Life. Oh boy, I'm 3 episodes in, and Jesus, it is not just single white female that I was hearing. It is so much more. Like the cast of characters all got something going on, and every single like you think that, oh, this is a new person. They seem pretty on the ball. Absolutely not.
Oh
and
God.
it is just and it's not just you hear about somebody and you hear their problems. It's also it's like, yeah, their problems are they probably need to jump off a bridge. But you know what? It's it, I'm only 3 episodes in, so we'll see how it goes. But when I went to procure my episodes so I can watch them when I want one,
I was curious how you got them. Yeah.
um, I kept looking at the comments of a lot of the places, and a lot of people were saying, "Man, this is a great show, great rip," but oh, never again. I'm never watching. Nope.
I
Oh, God.
the second one that I originally recommended to him that is very good, but he unfortunately had already seen it, was Paranoia Agent.
Oh yeah, Paranoid Agent. I like
I
that.
didn't know that it was on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
I did not know
Mhm.
that.
it was kind of later, wasn't it? It
Yeah,
wasn't
it
like
was a later show, but it was on Adult Swim, and so I've seen it already. But I did tell Jim that it's been a while since I seen it. But if like so, I probably could use a rewatch, but nothing's going to probably hit as hard as seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
you also, Nick, you're also another one that's taking on extra homework. And you're doing what?
So apparently, like I've been a little too straight, and I need to suck a few dicks by watching JoJo. Like I've only seen the first season of JoJo, the boring season.
Yes.
Uh, but now during my anime, I'm going to watch season no, 2, 3, and 4. So Stardust Crusaders, Diamond is Unbreakable, and Golden Wind. So that by the time anime is done, I can just start on the latest season of JoJo's Orange is the New Black.
Oh, okay. So, just know that even the Netflix Stone Ocean doesn't even have the whole thing on there.
Oh, I'm not watching through Netflix.
Oh, okay, cool. Just
I'm
wanted.
watching it as God's intended and through my own VPN provider.
Good point. Good point. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't watch it through VPN, and I'm kind of like, God, this whole thing is kind of a bummer that I'm waiting for more episodes. And then I realized, oh, I shouldn't be waiting.
Yeah,
So
because one thing, I'm not watching anything in dubbed. I'm getting those Japanese voice actors and all their emotions through the microphone. So yeah, it's great.
yep.
And
Uh,
I am seriously enjoying myself with JoJo. Like it's one episode after the other. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking cool. I'm gonna start working out so I can just pose everywhere.
It's one of those animes where I do want to watch it, but I'm intimidated because there's so much of it.
um,
No. It's easier to do because once I think about shows like One Piece exist.
Well, I mean, yeah, that will never, I will never even touch that anime. Although I do, I also VPN'd this, but I have a One Piece Game Boy Advanced RPG that is actually pretty fun to play.
I
Well,
want to
but
play.
you don't know any of the context. You got to watch
Nothing.
at
I know
least
nothing.
200 episodes.
No, I won't do that.
That's just go
I won't
ahead
do
and do that.
No.
Just a few of the sagas, please. Just
I
watch a
won't.
few of them.
My brother-in-law, that's his favorite anime, and I'm just Oh my god.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh,
The
wow.
younger
cool.
one.
I will say that for JoJo, the Jonathan stuff. Sorry, the Joseph stuff goes by quick. The Jonathan stuff is probably where you're really gonna enjoy it.
Well,
And then
no, I mean I've already seen season 1, so that's
Oh.
Jonathan and Joseph.
that's the gym.
Oh,
You know,
to Jim.
and the idea of him saying that there's so much of it, yeah, there is, but you're gonna go through these generations of Joestar real quick.
And because I remember I was talking to my brother about JoJo, and he was saying that he was watching it. So when I asked him, "Oh, what do you think about like some of the people?" and when he was explaining it to me, I was like, "Man, that sounds a bit wrong." He started at season 2, and he was watching it like since then. He never saw any of the Joseph or Jonathan stuff.
Oh,
And then when
okay.
I told him about it, he's like, "Yeah, okay, I think I'm fine."
It doesn't add too much. It's just you go, whoa, these are characters I saw before. It's that kind of world building, I would say. So,
Ed, who did you get?
Ed got our good friend Buster,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Buster, and I'm putting him through hell.
and
'Cause
he's
everyone
watched
shall know my pain.
he's watched about 7 episodes, I think. Last I saw.
Is that is that show universally hated? I love that show.
It's not that it's hated. I think it's one of those anime that you had to see it like pretty early on.
Let's just say my viewing of it was watching it on VHS tapes.
Okay, see,
So you watched it
and-
pretty early on.
Yes.
yeah, and so a lot of us have seen a lot of other anime and a lot of other mech anime, and
I mean,
so
that's, Macross is incredible. But have you ever watched End of Evangelion?
no,
Yes.
I have.
That's really good. I think it's really good too.
It's not. It's
but-
not. Look,
But last I spoke with Buster, he said he was not enjoying his time.
and like I said, anybody who would have gotten me was going to get the same thing.
What if you would have gotten me?
Oh, I had something special planned for you.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
He really did.
How bad was it?
Can't
Oh,
confirm.
Oh,
What was it?
Spicy.
no. We
What
wait
if I
till
decide
next
I
year.
want to take it on?
We wait till next year.
Ah.
Or if
That
we do December. Buster gave me Mob Psycho season 1 and 2.
Oh, that's a good show.
That is a good show.
So I'm enjoying it. I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't really give it a chance, I'd say. So what's the guy's name? The main guy besides Mob, Roger or something like that.
His sensei.
His sensei, his not psychic friend. That guy always really kind of just upset me, and so it kind of put me off.
And he has all the answers.
And he has the best ideas, and he took my money making scheme away from me. No, but yeah, but I've been watching it and I've been enjoying it. I love the animation in it. It is I don't want to say it's unique because it's definitely not, but it for what you're looking at, it's like trippy but still action packed, I guess. So it feels like its own bread and butter, I guess, is what I would want to say. But other than that, yeah, I think that's basically everything that we were given. So maybe we'll do a midway interview kind of thing, but I know we want to talk about it after everything. So
Cool.
how are we on time?
So we are at the 140 mark. I don't know if there's anything additional you'd like to talk about.
Well,
There's one extra thing about anime
All right.
is that because I gave Todd such a banger of a show. He has gone through it, and he's already asking for a little bit extra.
Oh
And
my gosh, I forgot to mention Todd's. What did you give him?
I gave him My Love Story, which is just a delightful show.
So
And
delightful,
is
so heartwarming.
one of my favorites.
You have it ranked so high, and I thought it was a joke.
No, it is fantastic.
At least once a year, I watch the full show.
It's so heartwarming.
It just makes me feel good about being
I don't
the
know if it
monster
could be
that I
my
am.
favorite heartwarming anime, but I actually want to try it now.
Can I just say, like, it's very funny that if you look at the list, there is so much wholesome moe romance
yes.
that was all recommended to everybody.
Well, because the moe is, one, it's safe,
Yeah.
and two, if it's not safe, it infuriates. As is our buddy Ed can protest.
Yes.
I concur.
Yeah, so what I will say is that I had a few others, and I wanted to get the general consensus on what I should do.
So is this an exclusive? Is this what we're gonna give Todd in addition to his list?
Oh yes, see,
Ooh.
if he was going to be on this podcast, then I would have asked him out of these categories, and then probably given him something else. But what I will put out is that I've narrowed it down to 3 shows that I would like to give him.
Okay.
But I will try to keep the descriptions so brief that it could be anything.
I would love that because then David and Jeff can add on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I like it. So, I have one show is seeing how Todd is a man of culture.
Got culture.
Oh god.
I have basically a show that is the Fairly Odd Parents, but if Timmy had hit puberty.
Oh my god.
So Danny Phantom.
Big Mouth?
Big mouth.
Jesus Christ, not Big Mouth.
So Danny Phantom.
Mm,
Oh, you've never seen
no.
that theory?
that it all takes place in the same universe?
Same universe.
Yeah.
The Hartman world?
Hell yeah.
No, it's not that, but it's damn near close.
Okay.
So he's going to learn about edging.
Oh God.
He's going to teach his fairy parents about edging. That's what this show's all about.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
The second is an isekai,
Oof.
but pretty.
Can you explain to those who don't know what that is?
An
Yeah.
isekai is basically anybody that is translated to another world. And what it is the premise of somebody from normally Japan is taken from Japan and then transported to a different world, unlike their own. So it's technically high fantasy because it's usually another planet or whatever that uses magic or is just different from the metropolitan area that they know of. And so, what's a Western equivalent, you guys?
I don't think there really is.
Encino Man.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Fair enough.
Ready Player One.
No. No.
Well,
Not Ready Player
that,
One.
Ready
that Martin
Player
Lawrence
One.
movie with where he's the Black Knight, I think.
Oh, the movie Black Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Black Knight,
yeah. Kinda.
Oh yeah, Martin
That's
Lawrence
time
of
travel.
Arabia.
That's time travel. That's not quite.
Yeah, that-
No,
that's same-
that
that's
movie
same world.
was fucking bizarre as shit, is what that was.
That movie was not time travel. I can attest to that.
Wait,
What?
are we?
Time
Wait,
travel?
It's time travel.
wait. Did you
It
say
was
the?
time travel.
Did you say the Black Knight or the Green Knight?
The Black Knight.
The Black Knight was
With
time
Martin
travel.
Lawrence.
He went
It
back
was
in time to medieval ages.
Yeah.
He spoiler, he hit his head and thought he went back in time when he was in his job at the medieval times themed golf course.
That's still a time travel show because he's going back in time. Even if it's in his head, the whole thing takes place back in medieval
While cleaning
times.
a moat surrounding the park, he finds a medallion. When he tries to retrieve it, he gets sucked into the past.
But he doesn't.
I am reading the Wikipedia article, so don't know what to tell you,
No.
sir.
That's
Go to the end. Skip to the end.
Looks like we
nobody
got to
is-
do a watch along.
Nobody is disputing the end twist.
Well, hey,
The main
so,
premise is that it's a time travel.
right now, hold on. Okay, so let's
Okay.
get back on topic, Nick.
It's
Is this
implied.
anime slime related?
No.
It should be.
Oh.
You didn't
mean-
like that one?
There are
I like
slimes
the
in it,
first
but
Yeah, okay,
Todd's
I'll give you
already
that.
seen the slime ones.
Yeah, he's
Austin
already
Powers
on that.
is another one.
Austin Powers?
That's
No.
also time travel.
God damn it.
Technically,
Time Cop?
any
You trying to
Stop
say
saying-
Time Cop is one?
Oh,
Isekai is another world. Stop saying from one world to the next
No,
to the
you know what?
same.
I actually,
Terminator.
actually,
Stargate. There you go. Stargate.
Oh,
no.
fuck off.
Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe.
Yep.
That's an isekai.
Yep.
Would Princess Bride be one?
I've never seen it
No.
Wait, hold on.
No,
Lion
okay.
and the Witch in the Wardrobe. Hold on.
because
Now,
that's
that
going
one-
into the nether world of Narnia.
Correct.
Right, but they didn't like pass away or get teleported there.
That's not. That's
They
that's
technically
they
did
had
get
to
teleported.
there by the.
They went.
By the
They went through the wardrobe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
'cause
have to die.
I don't know. I feel like it's not an isekai without them just
There's
dying.
been a lot lately that they don't have to die.
Oh, that's boring. I like
Yeah.
them dying.
And
It's always the
on that
dumbest way
note,
dying too.
By truck
so isekai, you got that. You got the spicy one.
Yeah, spicy, Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah.
and then one because we want to broaden our friends' horizons. And
Real quick, I just thought of one. Super
I
Mario
swear to God,
Brothers.
if it's a
Yeah, that
Okay.
is.
Isekai. Yeah,
that is
there
an
you go.
isekai.
But that's not American.
That
the
is
movie was.
It's not
definitely
a
American.
Western.
It is a
We're losing Jeff.
David. Shut the fuck up.
How is it Japanese? Okay.
The
anyways.
property is Japanese. The movie was Western.
oh my fucking god!
Eh.
Look, can we?
It's
Let's
definitely
go. Let's go.
a
Let's go.
Western because they say to Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my god! Let's go.
Mario.
The other one.
I don't want to talk about that fucking movie. Let's go.
The John Leguizamo masterpiece. What's wrong with it?
Oh, for God's sake!
That's not the past.
It was a great Bob Hoskins vehicle. I will say that.
Yes.
That movie is amazing. Whatever.
Dennis Hopper, never better in anything.
Because
Wow.
he still plays the same guy he's always played.
Yep. The movie's a masterpiece. You'll realize.
So
It is a
Mario
walking
Brothers Watch
dumpster
Party.
fire of a movie.
Mario Watch Party. We gotta watch
No,
that.
we
Black
aren't
Knight.
talking about Lord of the Rings though. But,
Oh, shut the fuck up!
Damn.
So third one.
the third one is
Space Jam.
uh,
Damn it.
A LeBron James one.
a horror anime.
Horror anime.
Uh,
A horror anime.
can you enunciate that a little bit better?
A
He
horror.
doesn't, he doesn't like horror though.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like scary.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
What's the horror anime about though?
Horror anime.
Vampires.
Vampires. Okay.
Boo.
Is it the one that I really like?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's not Castlevania, right?
No.
That's not horror.
Hey, I
It's
just had to
really
be
not
sure.
horror.
Fuck, Dennis Hopper passed away in 2010?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, he been dead.
Okay,
like-
so go ahead. Go ahead.
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are the three.
Okay.
Well, then I did have a few other ones,
Oh no.
but no, I'm going to hold off on those.
Yeah. So you got spicy, Fairly Odd Parents. Got
Dark Isekai.
Dark Isekai and Vampires That Won't Fly. Or
Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Thank God.
Or play baseball.
No, David, I'm leaving those animes to you. I'll get you all the ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I say Spicy Fairly Odd Parents.
No?
I feel like he would appreciate that one more.
I gave my suggestion earlier.
He did. He did.
Which was?
He wants everyone to feel pain for some reason.
Oh, okay. So it's not any of those three. It's Neon Genesis.
Actually, yes. Like I have here in my list, just like Evangelion, pain.
I actually did give him another suggestion of one that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I did have that listed here, but then I thought about it and I wasn't going to suggest that because I remember watching it, but then I don't remember anything about it, so I can't give an honest recommendation. That's what he should watch.
Okay.
Also pain.
That's the Evangelion, and I haven't watched that.
No, we should make everybody watch all the Gintamas.
Gintama's great.
I want to watch Gintama.
Yeah, Gintama's
hear
fantastic.
it's pretty slow, but then it gets his pacing going. But that I need to really dedicate some
It's like,
time.
yeah, because it's like at this point somewhere in the 400 range, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
You
I thought
like
it
put
finished.
all of them together.
It is ending, I thought, last I saw.
Pretty sure it
Indeed.
is.
Okay.
I think it's like officially at 200 for the main series, and with all the movies and side things and everything like that.
Oh no, it did finish. It was 2021.
Oh,
Okay. So I have made my decision,
All right, what do we got?
and it is going to be the ecchi Fairly Odd Parents because it's going to have, stuff that he likes, but then it's going to have a lot of stuff that he's not going to like.
I gotta know. Are we able to get the title?
Oh, of course. I'll say it right now.
Okay.
Sora no Otoshimono, or Heaven's Lost Property.
Oh God.
The premise of it is that an angel falls from heaven and becomes entwined, I guess, with this one kid. But
oh, I've seen this.
yeah, the angel can, do all sorts of things, just make miracles happen and such. But this angel's also a dumbass, so she doesn't know exactly what she's doing. But he takes advantage, and he starts asking for these like fly, like he wants to start seeing girls' panties. So one episode is just all the girls' panties in the world just gain sentience and start flying around.
Oh my god.
I remember this one. Yeah, it's where he's like a chibi all the time.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, unless he's like super serious or like just chilling.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, when he's like basically when he's being his normal perverted self, he's like a chibi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Occasionally he uses a device that transforms him into a girl.
that. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can check him out in the showers.
Yeah, basically sneaking into the girls' locker room.
Yep.
Like, yeah, if you're a young teenage kid, this is what happened when hormones go raging. Okay.
Yeah.
There's none of this. Oh, no, don't touch me. No, he's gonna ask for some wild shit.
So definitely in the wheelhouse.
Yep.
So I will post this in our Neat Trash forums. But Todd, your assignment has been upgraded with Heaven's Lost Property.
It's not that bad actually. It's decent. It's great. It's something good to have on the background.
What I know that Todd will not like about this is that it has some dated visuals. The animation is old.
I was looking at that. Yeah, I was just like, wow, that is incredibly old animation.
Yeah, it is some rough shit.
I mean, you gotta remember this came out like 10 years ago, right?
Over 10 years ago, I want to say. But yeah, like I remember watching this and like, oh yeah, that was pretty enjoyable. Then I went to look at like clips and stuff just to refresh my memory about it, and I was like, oh fuck! If the show came out looking like this, goddamn, they'd be dragged through the coals.
I regret. I wish I would have given, because I kind of panicked and gave Nick that second show, and I wish I would have given him something different.
The second show
would you
being
have given me. All right, so because I saw Paranoia Agent, and then I said I already saw it, so he gave me Madoka Magica.
That's what I was asking. Okay, cool.
But then also the show that I want Nick to watch, just because I think it's enjoyable, that is of itself 26 episodes.
Wow. Okay, what is it?
What is it?
The Irresponsible Captain Tyler.
I've never even heard of it.
I do know of it.
It's so good.
I haven't seen
that's that space one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 1993.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's so good.
Didn't they reboot this?
They had like, it was kind of like a soft reboot spin-off kind of a show.
But I don't think it did well.
It was Captain Tyler in name only,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute, I remember something else.
Yeah, think the latest Prey game and think of the previous Prey game. It's like
Yeah,
that's what they have in common.
The Irresponsible Galaxy Star Tyler. That was the reboot.
Did they make season 3 of Dr. Stone yet?
No,
Damn it.
it's actually coming next season, I believe.
They need to hurry up with that. I love that damn anime.
You are not alone.
I was like, I'm so addicted to that.
I did not enjoy the OP, so that really threw me for. I know it's good, but that "Good Morning World" that was no.
Wow.
That was a no for me.
Well, I mean, you only have to watch it once.
He's
Yeah,
not
I know.
Wrong. He's not wrong.
Sick impression of All in the Family.
I
What?
just got that. Wow.
Oh, okay. I hear it now.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Well, I think that's enough for Neat Trash right now. We can come back to it.
The Neat Trash Power Hour.
Yeah. We can do a little
Jeff
check-in.
might be snoring in the background here.
I know. I think we lost him.
No, I've been here the whole time.
Okay. Well, yeah. I think we can just do maybe a middle interview, but definitely our own podcast later, just to go over everyone's experience, and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate you being here. Tonight we've had Andrew, Jim, David. We've also had special guests Nick and Ed. Thank you all for joining us for your anime portion. I think you all wanted to talk about your Nicolas Cage movie at some point too.
No, we did want to talk about Nicolas Cage, but then like my little shindig lasted a little longer than expected. But
Yeah,
it's good.
I'm gonna
See, it's good.
give you all some time on the next show.
Yep. Sorry we ran out of time. That'll be the bit every time.
What is it
What
that
did y'all talk about
Jimmy?
before?
Oh my goodness.
What did we not talk about?
We talked about a lot of things.
You didn't talk about Nick Cage.
No, because I didn't see that movie.
Oh yeah, you go see that movie. It's a great movie. It's actually enjoyable, and I would recommend it even if you are not a cageaholic. It's fairly enjoyable. Go see it.
All
I
right.
saw Kristen and I saw a clip of him with Pedro Pascal, talking about movies. Just from like the 4-minute clip that we saw, and we were both laughing pretty hard about it. So I think you're spot on. It's enjoyable, even if you don't love.
Even if you don't have Nicolas Cage trophies in your house.
Even if you don't have a shrine of Mr. Cage himself
I know you got that Nicolas Cage statue in your house.
in my house.
I know.
Displayed on my front lawn.
I know you and Ed probably did something to get that. So, all right. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. We will be back, not this next Thursday, but the Thursday after, because we're here every other Thursday. We got some good streams coming up along the line as well. Tomorrow is Friday, so I believe, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, the cat will be streaming?
Yes, Artfully RSI does have stream tomorrow. I saw a tweet about. I don't know, but again, it's a lab. So I think Oh nope, there's a tweet about it about an hour ago. Yes, so she, good friend Buster Bones are going to be going into Minecraft. So have a little chill little stream tomorrow.
Cool. And then we got
8:30 p.m.
We got another stream on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And then we rinse and repeat on Monday with the Monday stream. It is
I do.
TBD, for as far as I know, for the game. And then next Wednesday is also TBD for the game, because I might not be there depending on what happens with my parents. We shall see. Y'all have a great night. Take care. Goodbye.
Good fight. Good night.